Hello, my name is Sierra J. Craney, and welcome to CBT. Here with me I do have a client named Elnor.
Hi.
Welcome, Elnor.
Thank you.
So, what brings you in today? By the way, before I rudely interrupt, I'm going to be doing Socratic questioning. Now, what brings you in today?
Well, I know we've been talking a lot about my anxiety and how I have my friend's wedding coming up. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my friend's wedding is coming up, and I'm really anxious about it just because I am the maid of honor. I want everything to go well, and I also don't have a date, which I know it sounds silly, but it's something that's been really bothering me, and I don't know why, but yeah.
Do you have a sense of why it could be bothering you for not having a date?
I just feel like everybody's going to be together and they're going to be dancing and seeing my best friend with her husband or future husband, and I'm just going to kind of just be there.
And what comes up for you emotionally? Like, what feelings come up for you?
Loneliness. I don't really know if that's an emotion with loneliness.
Yeah.
Probably anxiety for sure. I'm really anxious. I'm maybe even a little sad. I mean, I'm really happy for my friend, but I'm just so anxious for it. Like, I'm worried that I'm not going to have a good time.
Okay. So, I want to look back into the anxiety that you were mentioning.
Mm-hmm.
When you imagine yourself there at the wedding, what anxiety, like what could happen that could bring the anxiety up?
Okay, well, first, this is like huge for me. I feel like everybody and their mother, they're gonna come up to me and be like, so, do you have a boyfriend yet? Or, oh, like, when is it gonna be your turn? And
just reminders.
Yes, and like, I feel like I'm just disappointing people by saying, no, not yet.
Disappointing people?
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, her family and my family are really close. So, like, her aunts and her mom are like my mom and my aunt. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna be like, oh, we've known you since you were a kid. Are you, gonna get married anytime soon? And it's just like, no, not yet. Like, and I don't know.
Sounds like a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing that I'm really anxious about. Like, I don't even want to go near people at the wedding. Like, I just don't. But I know I have to because I'm the maid of honor. I have to make sure everything's perfect. I have to make sure she's having a great time. The guests are having a great time. So I have to interact with the guests. That's the reality of it. But, goodness, I just don't want to do it.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot happening.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you were telling me earlier about the whole pressure, it seemed like something else was coming up for you when I said that.
Yeah. Well, I obviously feel like I'm a little lonely too, I want a boyfriend, but I'm okay with not having one. But it's just, I don't know. I guess I'm like wishy-washy about it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever feel that you need to impress people?
I guess, yeah, a little bit. I do feel like that because I would just imagine their faces if I'm like, yeah, I do have a boyfriend, Auntie Sheila. Like, I do, and her just being so happy or, yeah, I am dating somebody, but I don't want to just make other people happy. I need to make myself happy, but maybe having a boyfriend and being with somebody will make me happy. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. we'll just see. It's just so much anxiety that's going on, and it's quickly approaching.
Quickly approaching. What day is it?
At the end of this month.
Oh, so that is pretty soon, huh?
It's tomorrow. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
It's a couple weeks from now, so.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I hear a lot about that loneliness you were talking about.
Yeah.
I hear how much it really is affecting you, isn't it? And can you say more about it?
Yeah, I guess, I never really, I guess there is also a part of me that is, I'm losing my friend too. You know, she's gonna get married and they're gonna start having kids, and I'm nowhere close to that, and it's just like, I'm feeling lonely because I don't have a partner, but I'm also feeling lonely because my best friend might leave me, you know, or we're not gonna be able to go out on our like Friday night karaoke nights. You know, she's has a husband now, and he's so great, but at the same time, like, I don't want him around all the time. You know, having girls' nights it was super big to me, and I've come to the realization that that's not gonna happen as much as it did when she was single.
So you feel like you're going to be losing a lot more.
Yeah, I've already, like, I don't have very much, I guess, and I'm going to be losing the things, or the people that I do have.
Okay.
Mhm.
That sounds very empty.
It is. I do feel really empty sometimes, lonely. Yeah.
Okay. So what we can do is, like, let's just look at it. Look at these particular, you know, moments that you feel that could happen.
Mhm.
And we can set up like little individual goals.
Okay.
And it can just be a small goal. It can be whatever you want.
Okay.
How's that sound?
I like that.
Okay. So probably in our next like therapy session,
Mhm.
that's what we'll probably like get to, is working on those little goals and give you a little bit of homework as well with that.
Yeah. So when you say goals, what do you mean by that?
I'm sorry, I don't think I explained it well enough. So maybe a goal of like trying to like interact with people a little bit more, or you know, just whatever like would make you feel better.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
in general.
No, okay, I understand. Like what I want.
Yes.
And what I imagine to be,
Mm-hmm.
like what I want. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Okay.
That is what I want. Yeah.
All right.
Are you gonna help me with my depression and my loneliness? Can
Yeah.
you wave a magic wand and fix it?
You know, I wish I could, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, we can't just do that.
Mhm. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm sorry we run out of time, but
Yeah.
we'll talk next week.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. 1 second.
How long are you gonna have my